How you doing, guys? It's Danny K. Right back at it again with another video. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let's get it. Today's a personal development piece. Today I want to talk about why habit is so important. Why habit is one of the key ingredients to your success, or what do you want to do in life. And I learned this the hard way, the easy way. I learned this every type of way, I'm not gonna lie. And I realized something about habit. Habits that you perform, they're very hard to break off. It's very hard to break off. It's very hard to pick up. Because habits require discipline. Habits require discipline. A habit requires discipline. If you as a person, you say you want to meditate every day, at least 10 minutes every day, since you have that in your head, for some reason, there's going to be something that's going to happen with like this. You can't meditate. That gives you a reason why you can't meditate. Unless you go down to the board, you write down your plan, you journal what you want to do. You say, I'm going to meditate at this time. Exactly the time. And at that time, I got to meditate. That's a habit that you start to pick up. And a habit's not something you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. No, it's something that you do continuously over an extended period of time. And I have both good habits and bad habits I had before. So what habits do you have? Because I realized this. Warren Buffett said something, and he really inspired me to make this video. Warren Buffett said, they say the chains of habits are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. The chains you put around yourself now have enormous consequences as you go through in life. And this applies to every aspect of life. If you make a habit of going to bad relationships, when you go through your life, you're going to just continue going through bad relationships. That's what you're used to. If you make a habit to continue to eat bad, you eat bad every time you eat bad. Before you know it, you're 50 to 100 pounds overweight. And it's so hard to break that habit. And you end up staying in that perpetual state. There's so many people I know that they gain so much weight and they stay that way because it's hard to break that cycle of, I'm going to cut down on drinking the soda, I'm just going to drink water, I'm going to portion out my food. It's very hard for them to do that because they made it into a habit of just consuming. Being very gluttonous. Money habits, and this is something that really applies to me. I need to work on I don't have very good money habits. Not sitting down every time you get paid, not sitting down and breaking down what allocating your expenses, allocating the money that you have, allocating your funds to this, that, budgeting. If you like to budget, you don't make it to a habit, you're going to realize that you're overspending, overutilizing your credit. Now you're in debt, your budget is all messed up, you don't have no savings. And then now, since you made that habit, you're 40, 50 years old with nothing to show for it. The power of habit will make you just be mundane and boring. The power of habit. Not having a habit, I mean. Me, I always make it a habit. I'm like, I need to do something spontaneous every week or every other week. I need to do something spontaneous so I'm not a burning person. I made that into a habit. So every time I'm like, yo, let me do something new. Let me go someplace else. Let me do something new. Let me go out of my box. Like Warren Buffett said, the chains of habit are too light to be felt. You could be smoking cigarettes every day or like every other day. Like, it's just a little bit. Then now it starts compiling. You do it for 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Then down the road, you get cancer. Because you made that to a habit. Now it's very hard to break the chains. It's very hard to break those chains. So what are your habits? As you can see, habits are very important. Habits are very important. Good or bad, everybody has habits. Good or bad, everybody has habits. Good or bad. And your habits have to be in line with what you want to do. You can't say you want to get fit when you just sitting down, not working out or not trying to eat healthy. You cannot say that. You're contradicting yourself. But when you start doing good habits, when you start having good habits, you're going to realize that you're a happier person. You're going to start realizing you have a better standard of living. And that happened to me. Every time I create a good habit and I stick with it, which is very hard to, I stick with it. And that chain, that good habit I have, that chain is very hard to be broken. That chain of habit is very hard to be broken. So that habit ends up benefiting me in the long term. But let's say if I had a bad habit, like a lot of people do. Like I had a bad habit of my finances, and I'm suffering from that. As Warren Buffett says, the chains you put around yourself, the habits you put around yourself, now have enormous consequences as you go through in life. So right now, I'm fixing my finances. Right now, I'm like, okay, now I need to level up. But the chains of habits I had by having a mundane job that would get me nowhere. Not thinking about I need to get another place. I need to work on my business. Having that habit, having that perpetual habit, made me stay in the same place for 2-3 years. What I've done this year, the 2020 year, I have transformed my life more than I did in the last 4 or 5 years that I was living. More. Started 2 businesses, worked 2 jobs. Started a YouTube channel. All with the change of my habits. All with me realizing and sitting back like this. Is this the way I want to live my life? Is this the way I want to live my life? Because the habits I'm having right now is I'm going to live a life of misery. I'm going to live a life that's not good. As he says, the consequences of my life as I go through life will be too heavy. I wouldn't be the alpha guy. I can't be the most masculine version of myself if I'm like that. I can't even be a man if I'm like that. So you as an individual, you as a person should sit back and look and think to yourself, what is my habits? What are my daily habits? So, because I see that if I have bad daily habits, it could affect me long term. And it will affect me so much that it will be very hard for me to break. Nearly almost impossible for me to break. I always tell you guys, I'm not perfect. I'll never look at you like this. Oh, I have always good habits. I will never say that to you guys. I'll be lying. But I work on myself every day. That's why this channel's for. To work on yourself every day. And me telling you these videos, I watch back on my videos, I'm like, okay, that I need to get on my game. I can't be saying things that I'm not living, that I'm not doing. So what are your daily habits? Are your habits going to improve your life? Or is it going to decrease the value of your life? Are your habits going to further progress you in the next 5-10 years? Or is it going to digress you? That's the power of habit. And that's why habits are very important. I read what Warren Buffett said again. The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they're too strong to be broken. The chains you put around yourself now have enormous consequences as you go through life. That's a red pill truth right there, guys. That's a red pill truth right there. If that is not red pill you, then I don't know what will. You think that, oh, every girl's an angel. You think that that money doesn't matter. You think that body doesn't matter. You think that looks doesn't matter. You made it a habit of telling lies to yourself that you believe that. Now, when I come, or somebody else comes, another content creator comes, to instill the reality of life, to instill the habit of looking at the reality of life, it's very hard to break those chains because you're so used to your way of thinking. So, gentlemen, or ladies, if you're watching this, but I know there's a lot of men that are going to be watching this. Remember, what's your habits? Are you improving yourself, or are you digressing yourself in life? Because there's no in between. And if you build the good habits right now, long term you will get the benefits thereof. It won't be enormous consequences as you go through life. It will be the change you put around yourself now have enormous benefits as you go through life. Once you have good habits. But if you have bad habits that deteriorate your value of life, it's just eating bad, dealing with negative people, having no ambition, dealing with people who advocate mediocrity, having a job that doesn't appreciate you, low pay. I think I mentioned all of it. Bad eating, not working out. Those bad habits that you built, the chains that you put around, those habits that you put around yourself now have enormous consequences as you go through life. Those bad habits that you put on yourself now is serving consequences through your life. You feel me? And this is knowing this. If you're young and you're a young person listening to this, and you know this right now, you'll be way ahead of the game. You'll be way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. Hell, if you do this now, you're way ahead of the game. Because a lot of people have bad habits. Walk around. Out of 10 people, who do you see that's fit? Who do you see that's in a good relationship? Who do you see that have their money straight? Who do you see have their spirituality straight? Who do you see that have their mental straight? Look around and see. Do the statistics yourself. Not a lot of people. It's like 1, 2 out of 10. Out of 100 is like 10 people, 10%. So if you want to be part of that 10%, it might not happen now. But as you see, as you go on, they're going to be those good chains that you put on you. They'll be so enormous. They'll be having enormous benefits. And they're good habits as you go on through life. So comment, like, subscribe. Hit that notification button. Tell me what you think about the video. Comment, like the button down. Comment and like below. More videos are coming. I told you 30 days. I'm posting a video every day for 30 days. So at the end of the month, the 27th, is when I'm going to be done. I'm going to be posting 2-3 videos a week. I'm going to get it. You know, I'm grinding right now. I'm being a man of my word to bring good content that you could value, content that will help improve your life. This is Dannykyoutube out.